What's happening, ladies and gentlemen? I'm sorry we're late tonight. I'm sorry. Flying around the world, just dropped in to Bulgaria real quick, see some friends, and flying to Dubai tomorrow. Got the blockchain month in Dubai. It's going to be epic. Everyone's going to be there. I'm super excited to go. We've got NFT Basel. We got WoW Summit with NFT going on there. It's going to be bonanzas. We got all kinds of good stuff. Gaming expos. It's going to be fun. And you guys make sure that you're subscribed to this channel and that you're paying attention, because we're going to actually be dropping daily videos, keeping you in the loop of what's going on, all the latest information, the artists, the projects, everything from Dubai, starting probably on Saturday, flying. It's not a long distance from here to Dubai, but it's gonna take a long time to get there. So make sure you stay tuned. We're gonna produce a lot of content over the next 3 weeks as I'm there live, speaking on stage, interviewing KOLs, interviewing project founders, just kind of covering the entire month there. It's gonna be sick. We're gonna go out and hang out with guys like Crypto and Carl the Moon, who are good friends of mine. Maybe do some jet skiing, some yacht parties, take some sick cars for spins, and bringing you guys all along for the ride. Going to, like I said, these NFT expos, interviewing the artists, and I want to bring as much opportunity to my audience as possible. And what does that mean? That it means if you're paying attention, if you're following me on Twitter at Kyle_Chasse, or you're watching this show, I'm going to try to give you guys opportunities to get involved in these projects before everyone else did. Just like I told you about Jungle Freaks, before most people were even aware of what it was. Speaking of that, that's our guest. We got the guys who founded Jungle Freaks on the show tonight. I can see there's a lot of fans here, lots of freaky comments in the comment section over here. We also got our resident guest Brett on the show tonight, and I'm just really excited for these projects, and talking about everything we're going to be talking about. We're going to talk about layer 2 solutions like Immutable X, which I'm really excited about. We're going to talk about what's going on with some of the problems that are going on in these protocols, and what to look forward to as well. I don't want to waste a lot of time here, but I do want to talk about the giveaway contest. We're getting a lot of new projects in there. Let's put it up on the screen. We got it's some good value coming up. We blew past the $1 million mark. Trying to get as many projects on as possible to this thing. We've got probably 5-6 in the pipeline right now, bringing a lot of games to paid network, a lot of land sales. Next week, we've got Crypto Blades Kingdom land sale coming up. We've got a lot going on the NFT side, under paid network, as well as the fungible side, the token side. And all of these projects we're going to have, contributing toward this giveaway. So remember, in this giveaway, a big portion is going to you, the subscribers. All you got to do is subscribe, like, comment, participate, and you can win your share of this entire pot. And I think it's going to go to 20, 30, 40 million dollars. And we're going to do this in perpetuity. It's going to continue to go on. As long as projects want to donate and give away to good causes, we're going to be giving away to the community and to families in need for play to earn games. So that's it right now for this. With that being said, guys, make sure that you're excited tonight. Let's hear some of these freaky comments. Don't hold back tonight. This is going to be one hell of a freaky show. Let's bring on the guests, the freaks themselves. What's happening, guys? You're muted.
Yes, I was. Sorry about that. Yeah. What's going on, guys? How are you?
Doing great. All right, and let's bring on Brett.
What's going on? Excited to be here with these guys.
Yeah. We got George and Brett. You guys have met before or not yet?
No, it's my first time, but I'm honored. I'm in that Discord. I've been looking at the projects. This is really cool.
Thank you. Jungle's a wild place, man.
Oh, yes, it is.
And guys, one more thing I forgot to mention too. If you're watching the show tonight, you're actually going to have an opportunity to get in on the whitelist for Jungle Freaks, and that is one hell of an opportunity. You're basically, not only do you get an opportunity to at leisure come in, you don't have to be super stressed. If you guys have ever participated in a mint before, it is stressful as hell. I don't know if any, Brett, I'm sure you're registered for Mechaverse Mint later tonight, right? Yeah.
I'm ready to hit the lottery.
But it's the same thing, right? Because it's all about community, and I know the community over Jungle Freaks is absolutely insane. You can see the viewer count up here, 333 right now, live views. It's more than normal. Majority of that is coming from this freaky community over there, and that's a strong community. So you guys, George will tell us in a little bit what you guys have to do here watching in order to win an opportunity at whitelisting for the project, which means that you get to go in at your leisure, casually, without gas wars, just going in there and minting because you're on a special list. So it's a great opportunity, and just stay tuned so we get into that. So guys, welcome and thank you for being here. George and George, tell me a little bit, or tell us, I should say, a little bit about just your relationship and kind of, this whole story behind Jungle Freaks.
He called me and told me about this project, and I really didn't understand it at all, that it was digital art. And finally he explained it to me, and we got started right away on it. And we never really wrote too much together. He was a busy kid, but it's been interesting for he and I to come up with this and bounce ideas off of each other.
Yeah.
That was one of the nicer parts of this project, I think.
Yeah. I guess it's like 10 weeks ago now. And then before that, I was, involved in NBA Top Shot. I've seen a bunch of NFT projects that I won't name, but artwork that I didn't really feel was up to par, and that would sell out and do really not even do really well in the post sale, but would sell out. And a lot of these guys would just rug the rest of the community. I thought that was a pretty shitty thing to do. And one project in particular just like took the weekend off immediately after selling out. And I think that's just kind of a crappy way to look for your project, and a way to have your community back you through this whole thing, and then you just disappear on them for a weekend after they spend hundreds of their hard-earned dollars on something that you hyped up for the last 8 weeks. So like you said, called them. I said, we need to get involved in this. Originally, the first idea was just to put a few, one of ones, or like one of 150, 150 and 150 up on OpenSea, see how it does. And then I was just like, screw it. Let's just go for it, man. Like, I know the art's there. I'll figure out the rest. Like, little did I know what the rest was. I jumped on Discord late at night and just trying to find, for hours, trying to find any dev that would take a shot on me and, believe in like the art. We didn't have any artwork yet. I think we had a few basic samples maybe that I was sending out, but not nearly as good as what we have now. And I was sending that out on top of my dad's car artwork. He draws a ton of cars. Just trying to get someone to bite, someone to just take a shot. And finally I did. I found someone that was like, screw it, man, I'm in. And then from that point on, I just absolutely laid on the gas, man. Like anybody in the Discord will tell you, they say I eat batteries because I don't sleep. Battery muncher. They're like, does he, do you sleep? Do you sleep? There's this meme of some trying to grab sleep schedule and the Discord pulling me back in. It's just been fun. It's been energizing. I wake up in the morning and the first thing I want to check is the Discord, see where we're at, see what's going on. Like, when I'm not in there, I feel like I'm missing out on something. Like, it's my project. I'm like,
muted, brother. Yeah.
No, it keeps muting me. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. What did I miss? But it's my project. Like, so it's been fun, man. The community is amazing. The people in there are dope as hell. Anybody that's news that comes in, they see me typing in all caps and they're like, what the hell is going on in here? But like, it's all love, man. Somebody gets whitelisted and everybody's like, yeah, dude, congrats. It's dope. It's awesome, man. Like, it's a good feeling community. It's like everybody, lifts everybody up. Like, the negative stuff is not tolerated. If anybody talks bad about me or the project or my dad, you got about 100 freaks coming at you full steam. So be careful what you say in there.
That's guys, if you're watching this, that's it's really, really important to hear. First of all, we have some very transparent founders of a project. That's a great head start to all these pseudonymous or anonymous project founders who you have no idea who they are. Furthermore, you can hear you guys, coming onto this show with the passion and excitement from that about the community. That's what it's all about, right? A testament of half-ass art with a lot of value still creates a very valuable project. It's really all about that community and the leaders of the community who are coming in there to keep spearheading it. I know that we will get into kind of the roadmap and plans of Jungle Freak in a little bit, but I just wanted to call that out. George Senior, or Dad, So when George Jr. came up to you and said, "Dad, people will pay us a lot of money for JPEGs," you know, what is that? What you just said, dude? What the hell are you talking about? First of all, what's a JPEG, and like, why would people give us money for something we could, you know, a computer picture?
That really did surprise me. We have a website where we sell prints of my automotive hot rod stuff, so I understood all that, but I didn't really understand what this was all about.
That's just like an example of like my dad's car art.
Sick.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
On the front of cartoon. So this actually is the exact image I was sending around Discord from you know, dev to you know, smart contract guy to smart contract guy, just trying to get somebody. And I got two amazing people that I will say, you know, Shroom Daddy, who he's got his own Bored Ape Yacht Club honorary piece for him. He was one of the early you know, pushers of Bored Ape Yacht Club, and he's saved us from, you know, or not saved us, but, you know, pushed me to do better and be better, and, you know, get this project where it could be, you know, not accept decent, you know, get to greatness, you know, get to the point where you put a piece of artwork out and people are like, holy shit, like that's what drove me. You know, every time, like, I felt bad sometimes telling my dad, you know, this isn't going to work, or we got to redo this. You know, it's not fun because I know it's going to be a lot of work. I know it's going to be, you know, you're going to have to sit there and actually draw.
Oh, your mic.
Like, you know, actually draw and actually color. Like, you know, it's not like we're on Photoshop where you're, you know, drawing this and you hit one button and it fills the whole space.
That's what I was curious about. So have you been a digital artist, or how is that process working?
No, I mean, everything's done by hand, man. When he starts out with a piece of tissue paper, you know, the good old, yeah, there it is.
Sharpen a pencil.
And then you just like scan it and then layer it to the generative side.
There's a third partner. It's my wife, Susan, his mother.
Gotcha. Oh, the dream team. That's awesome.
Everything.
Yeah. So here's like, you know, just some like notes and stuff like there's like a skin, you know, that we've done before. So we'll take this.
Cool.
We'll take this skin and then lay some tissue paper over it, and then we'll create, you know, a set of hair or something like that.
Oh my God.
So it's like each individual trait, you know, he has a light board this is the computer sitting on right now. He'll put the skin down, put a piece of tissue paper on, you know, turn the lights out, put the light board on, and draw out you know, sketch out some hair, sketch out some eyes, sketch out a mouth, whatever, and then ink it.
Okay. So the tissue paper is like to trace it?
Yeah. Well, to put the, you know, the other trait in the correct position. I mean, there's no other way to do it. You need the tissue paper to put that on top of the skin.
Gotcha. It's like transparent. Gotcha.
Exactly. You're it's like, you know, Photoshop is like a layer. It's just a layer of transparency. Same idea, just physical. Now we have all these, you know, really, really cool physical pieces of traits that, you know, people in the community are like, dude, you know, you got to raffle these off. I mean, we could even,
that's awesome.
You know, that's what we would like to do for the holders, you know, raffle off these physical pieces. And a lot, you know, they're not full pieces. A lot of time it's just like hair, eyes, mouth, and a set of clothing. There's no skin, but then there is a bunch of skins. Like there's two really, really dope robot, you know, golden chrome skins. They're really, really dope. Like,
do you have any of those around right now?
They're probably right downstairs. I could run right downstairs. One, but the stack's like this big.
My wife takes them so I don't mess them up or spill on them or something. She has them all categorized.
Yeah.
But the neat thing about working on tracing paper is if I work my whole rough drawing out on the tracing paper, I flip on my light board and put good drawing paper on top of it. After I get 5 minutes into it and I've made too many mistakes and used up every curse word that I know, I can take that paper off, put a fresh piece, and I still have all my preliminary work. Another trick I use is that on my tracing, I will rule every line with a straight edge or with a circle guide, but I draw it by hand and it looks like, God, that guy can draw. You know, you can draw. You can tell that I'm doing it by hand, but it's straight, you know?
That's some elbow grease right there.
Yeah. But also there's no undo button. You know, somebody makes a bad stroke on Photoshop. It's like, undo.
Yeah.
You know, if he screws up.
So how long did it take to create and like, I guess, you know, George Sr., like, did it take you a while to understand the different traits and layers? Because, you know, when I'm thinking about, and Brett, I guess the same question to you too. Like, you know, first of all, you have to kind of, I guess you start with how many, let's start with this. How many bases do you have to work from? Because I guess you have to kind of start with like a base figure or something, right?
He calls it the skin.
Yeah. So that's what we started. We started with the skin. We started with a full drawing. So he did like one, you know, And that's
Total.
We have a really preliminary zombie and a really preliminary like gorilla that I think would be dope. Like that's like, you know, the OG. Yeah, they're not as cool as like the, you know, the V2 or V3, whatever you want to call it, but they were like our first shot.
And it tells us where everything goes.
Yeah, it shows you where we started, and it shows you. And I mean, we probably won't go back to like V0 because that was a little rough. But yeah, I mean, it's
the real strange thing was I usually do a drawing from start to finish. This I had to do puzzle pieces, and they had to fit in the right spot, and it was very frustrating at times that I drew it too big. But if I was drawing it right on that same drawing, obviously I would see where it went and how big it should be. Yeah, but I'm doing it on a separate piece of paper and then turning my light board on and seeing if they would line up correctly.
I think
tough to get used to.
I think the biggest thing probably was the like keeping the trajectory or like the perspective of, you know, because there's like, you know, remembering like, okay, I have to draw this, you know, on that slant. There was a few where I was like, we got to get the perspective better on this. I'm sorry, but you know, if we're gonna do this, we got to do this. You know, I want his name to be put on.
He was tough.
I want his name to be on something that, you know, we can look back and be like, you know, we did that. Like, you know, we made climb the leaderboard on OpenSea, and like how freaking dope would that be? Like, you know, this could cement him in NFT history forever. Like that was like what pushed me every morning to like or every night to be on late, get up early, be in the Discord. What's going on, guys? Like, you know, going nuts, like getting them like riled up, because, you know, that's what it's about. You know, people are in there like, thank you so much. I get cool ass DMs every day, just like that's going.
That's one of the things I that really made it stand out for me was like, I love seeing the amount of detail and the effort that went into it. Cause, you know, you just see every single day, so many minting right now that are just, you can tell it took, you know, to do one of your full characters, your V1, which you would call it. You know, most of these projects are doing that. It's a 10-minute draw or something like that, or 5-minute draw, you know, and there's lacks detail, lacks character, lacks like heart and attention and, you know, just detail. And that's what I see a lot of in what you guys have created. And that's what really drew it to me. And that's what I think, you know, when you talk about nailing your place in NFT history, it takes that kind of effort. I feel like it takes not only that kind of effort, but also I think the originals, the OGs, the crypto punks, these guys can get away with it because it's just kind of has that, or the ether rocks, you know, which is just ridiculousness. But now I feel like, you know, the ones that are going to stick around after when the market realizes that when the mania, you know, pops and things falls back down, it's going to be the ones that put a lot of effort into it, the art that people really appreciate. You know, like when you really think about pseudonymity in the future, and like when people start using these profile pictures as their actual avatars on a massive level, they're going to want cool pieces of art in there. You know, they're not going to want an ether rock unless you're ridiculous. You know, they're going to want things that like are really proud of, you know, to own that and take ownership over. And I saw the second I saw this art, I thought that's definitely going to happen with what you guys are drawing.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, for sure. Tell me a little bit about, because when I first looked at the site, the first thing I saw was like that similarity or familiarity with Bored Apes, right? And so like, tell me about the inspiration behind that, and like, where did that come from, and how do you distinguish yourself? And has anybody kind of called you out yet for kind of like the similarities to it, or was that intentional as like an ode to or an honor to? Because I heard you say like a Bored Ape honorary before.
Yeah, I mean, I think, you know, they were obviously, you know, the pioneers in the space, and they were definitely people, you know, the you know, top tier, you know, they're setting the standard for everything, you know, everybody, you know, that they created the PFP, you know, animal avatar. So in the beginning, you know, we played around with some characters. We had 3, and then, you know, the third one just really wasn't, you know, just coming out how I really wanted it to, and could it have, you know, possibly, but you know, we did the gorilla, and it was just like, that's dope. And I think it's definitely different enough. And I think it's a little bit more ferocious and not so lax and kind of, you know, skinny and timid. It's a little more in your face than, you know, the Bored Apes. And yeah, I think that was something we had to do. You know, we had to go in that direction as far as, you know, getting more aggressive, getting more in your face, and not be, you know, just another, you know, photocopy or whatever you want to call it of that. And that's another thing I wanted to bring in, a second character, you know, to create the story of, you know, two characters clashing, you know, one last battle for Earth, the zombies, the gorillas. So, you know, using those 2 characters, as you see, you'll see, you know, the zombie hanging out of the mouth of the gorilla, or the hand, the head off, or the the gorilla arm and the zombie it's raw, it's graphic, it's in your face, but it's
super dope, man. I'm watching him scroll by right now on the screen. I just love it. It's just like it's really gonna. I think it's really gonna catch. Like I think we're already seeing that, right? The explosion of the growth. Yeah, it's amazing. It's awesome. I mean, if you probably gave it a few more weeks, I know that we're probably minting next week or something like that, right?
Yeah. I think that pretty much everybody in this chat is probably waiting for me to say something. Yeah, we're gonna do it next week. We're minting this shit next week. Yeah, it's time to. I've been throughout this whole project. People have been even in the beginning when we hit like 500 members. I found an old text of me like bragging about it to one of my buddies, like 500 members, like the jungle's going crazy. And it's like they wanted sneak peeks so bad, I wanted to show them so bad. I wanted to show them what we were working on because it was so cool to me, and like everybody was asking. I didn't want to lose people. It's a pull push between how long do you hold on to it before you just reveal it to the world. But I wanted to get the site done. I wanted to have that full impact of just you go on the site and there they are. You got the site, you got the roadmap, you got all the sneak peeks in the world that you could that you wanted. It's like Christmas morning. You don't want to know everything you have. You don't want to, go down there and everything's unwrapped. Like that's not Christmas. You want to, kind of be waiting for that morning. So yeah, I've held some things back. I've held, release dates back, and I think that kind of helps build the anticipation that, that every human really doesn't want, but they truly do want. It's. You don't go after a girl or a guy or whatever, and you expect to win every time. You want that challenge. You want that mystery of maybe not. You have to work a little harder for it. No one wants anything easy.
Yeah,
absolutely. It's a thrill of the hunt.
Yeah, exactly.
So let's go. We'll come back to Jungle Freaks in a little bit because I want to dive into some of the artwork in depth. We have this contest, but I want to do that probably more toward the half or the last quarter of it. But Brett, let's switch up to because right before the show we kind of chatted a little bit, and I also am quite fascinated by Mutable X, and I know that you are too. For anyone who's watching, can you tell us what you find fascinating about Mutable X? What is it why is it different than let's say Polygon or Arbitrum, whatever? And yeah, what gets you super excited about it?
Yeah, I mean, so it's just Immutable X, just a Ethereum layer 2 scalability solution. And what I really like about them is how seamless the process was to get NFTs on Immutable X, connecting your wallet, then actually just the whole process there was just so natural. And the website is so responsive. But on top of that, the difference between Polygon to me almost feels like a competitor to Ethereum, other than their branding for whatever reason. But Immutable X really has to they seem to be branding they power OpenSea, or they power these gas-free NFTs. So I just really like the experience with them so far. And I do think this is absolutely the future of OpenSea NFTs, mainly because when I was creating my project, the Magic Mushrooms, I had spent hours with countless thought experiments. How do I avoid a gas war? Because as a public face, I'm sure they can relate as well. Our reputation's on the line. And the last thing I want is for my project's launch to just get fudded or say it's a rug when we're working hours all day, every day for months to avoid this. So I think Immutable X will really just help us put more focus on the project itself instead of having to spend weeks trying to figure out the best way to mint to avoid a gas war. So that's what I see a lot with Immutable X, what I'm really excited for. And of course, they already have the TikTok partnership with their Moments, which is huge. And then Alluvium's being built on it. So this is absolutely the future, in my opinion.
Yeah. So, George, have you guys thought about first of all, how to prevent gas wars potentially, or if that's even something that you want to care about? And I guess, for something I don't know, because Brett, one of the things I do like about Immutable X as well is you're connecting your wallet through the Immutable X API, but you can still use MetaMask exactly the same way that you would have before. And with Polygon, you have to use a bridge, and that is such a bad user experience. And I've always talked crap about layer 2s as an unfriendly user experience. It's never going to be adopted because it's just clunky and bad experience. But when I minted Moody Crows, and then the Astro Bros, it was a very simple user experience, which made that alone made me say, this is going to be something big. And what I like about it is it still uses Ethereum. So like,
exactly.
everything's still priced in Ethereum. So, and another thing for me before of like, my kind of knock on the Solanas, the AVAXs, these guys as an NFT platform is value. Like if Jungle Freaks, for example, were to, it becomes a collection that's worth hundreds of millions of dollars. Do you really want that collection to be on a chain that's unstable and not battle tested? No, you don't, So if you're planning on being a blue chip in the future, you think that's what your value is worth, and you put that work and effort and build that community, you want to make sure that the NFTs that value is on a secure network, and that's and for me, that's enough reason. If I did my own collection, I would say I'm going on Ethereum because it's battle tested. People attack that network every single day. It never goes down. You can't say that about these new guys who are touting to be much better. But I think that Immutable X experience has really kind of taken care of any negative kind of implications of the layer 2s. And yeah, it's been a great experience.
Absolutely. I mean, 98% of NFTs are bought on OpenSea and Ethereum right now. So that was like a no-brainer for us. It's where the market's at. It's really interesting to see like the differences in cultures on different chains. Like Solana NFTs really do have that copycat feel and have just this reputation of more scammy projects. Not to say everyone is, but that's just kind of what it looks like from the outside right now. And then so Immutable X, like you don't need a tutorial to set it up. Like you just go there, you figure it out in 2 minutes. I think anyone who tries to do that and experiences it will know exactly what we're talking about. It's kind of indescribable. It just feels right.
Yeah, I got to take a look at this. I'm curious now.
Yeah,
they curate their projects, so there's only like a handful of projects. Kyle mentioned the Moody Crows and the Astro Bros, and I got in on a lot of those at Mint, and so far they've done amazing. Since there's only like 12 projects on there, like any one of those projects will be a safe bet, and they're really picky on who they let on. We thought about doing our companion drop on Solana. I'm heavily considering just doing that on Immutable X because that was just such a great experience.
You have to submit your project to them, or
yeah, like it's like an application you have to fill out, and they're just really selective. I don't know the criteria, but
gotcha. Interesting.
And I think the benefit of that, as is really for your community. It's the fact that like the fact of the matter is, if you guys, and this is something that, like you told me in a DM, George, like, man, we've been working on this for so long, like we're in no rush to mint these things right now. Like last thing you want to do is put so much time and effort into something and then rush that mint that, and make sure that you don't have all your kind of boxes checked. But I think that, if that's something you want to consider, the reason you would do it is because let's say that you have a mint at X time on X date. Well, everybody, you're going to have probably by next week, your Discord's gonna be over 50,000 people, and you're gonna have 50,000 people all at once trying to mint. I don't know how much is in your collection. Is it 10,000, 8,000?
Yeah, and me as a owner of the Discord, I have a heart, and I ran whitelist competitions, to get to levels, and then I got to cut it off at some point, and it was to level 10 was whitelist, and then I see people that are level 10 not whitelisted. And for the last couple of days, I've popped in there. If I see people, either with a funny meme or grinding, or just in there, being a good part of the community, I'll just surprise them with a whitelist, and then that's fun for me to just but they're being positive. They're not like this is bull crap. I'm level 10. I should be whitelisted right now. It's like I'm just gonna keep grinding. I know what'll happen. I'm like, yep, it happened. It's I'm not trying to have a god complex or anything. It's just it's nice.
Oh, that was my favorite thing. I can relate to that 100%.
Yeah, no, it's nice though, to see people backing your community, but not asking for anything, just in there, just hoping that you see them and you see that because that was I felt that because I think that was me in the beginning of this project, just trying to beg someone just see me, see what the potential that I have here, put some faith in me. My two devs, when we picking up steam, the website was he didn't get a big enough host. He's since updated it, but these damn freaks crashed the freaking website.
Yeah, definitely get some dedicated servers because it's pretty insane.
We did. I was like, you better. I was like, I swear, you better be. He's like, dude, I promise, I'm gonna. He's like, this has never happened to me before, but I'm gonna make sure this never happens again. I was like, you better, man.
Good man.
But yeah, I mean, he was like, what the, like, he's like, dude, what is going on? I'm like, they're freaks, man. They're crazy. Like, I told them the website was back up, and they went nuts. And they're crazy, man. They're cool ass people. It's a fun community.
It's a sign you're doing it the right way, which is awesome to hear. So
for sure. And I've been trying to be, as transparent, and at the same time, I don't know everything. I don't know everything about this space. If there's someone in the Discord, feel free to message me if you have, an idea, or you think, we could be doing something better. If somebody says add this channel, and, I have to like the idea, or like my team has to, agree with it. But I'm sure most of these people in here right now have messaged me, and good chance, I've responded. We had a little situation on, I guess it was Tuesday night, where we had a ton of bots coming in.
Same. Yep.
But just
it's a headache.
Yeah, DMing every single new person saying that we're minting now. If you go on junglefreaks.co, don't do it. Everybody in the chat, do not do it. Junglefreaks.co. It is, and I think they have another one now too. It looks exactly like our website. Like
they're ruthless.
It's a photo.
They'll go after all your social media, everything.
It's a photocopy of our website. You can actually mint, and like I told people, I'm going to make this one last announcement, and this is the last one, because, I can't accept responsibility for every single person that's gets scammed. Like, I got to cut it off somewhere. So I was like, I made one last announcement of it. And I was like, look, anybody that's been scammed prior to this announcement, DM me with proof, and I'll put you on the wait list. I'm trying to be,
Yeah, we had a bot attack in our Discord the day of mint, and I think like 4 people fell for it. So I reimbursed their ETH, but I mean, it's gonna happen. So
4, I've had like 20, man, at least.
Oh no, they didn't go that far to make a fake website where you can mint from. That's ruthless.
There's 2.
That's ruthless. These scammers are out here, man.
It looks exactly like our website. Like, it couldn't look any more like our website.
Can you guys, George? Can you guys maybe show some of the art that maybe people haven't seen yet? Maybe share your screen and give us some sneak peeks.
So I'll share these with you guys. These are a little batch of the 10,000.
Muted.
Yeah. These are a small batch of some samples that my dev sent over to me. And again, these may be in the collection. They may not. I really don't know. It's all how the AI decides to scramble them. Let me pull them up. Let me share the screen.
I've had at least 3 people in my community tell me about you guys, and then like a week later, Alex Becker covered you guys. So
yeah, he did.
I think a lot of people are aligning, like they see your values and are attracted by that. So I'm excited.
Anyone who's asking how to get in the whitelist, I believe it's already too late. But right now, if you're watching this and you're subscribed here, and you give some good creative input on these drawings that we're about to show you guys, you have a chance to get whitelisted for this, and that is good as gold, ladies and gentlemen.
There we go. All right, am I shared? Am I good?
It would say no. I don't see anything. You gotta
I'm hitting share screen, and then share screen, entire screen, share. The Chrome has all these steps.
Well, while you figure that out, Brett, what do you guys got going on right now with the mushrooms on roadmap, or what are you working on?
Yeah, so this week we're leading up to Shroom Scouts, which is like our main event. We've been touting up quite a bit. We have quite a bit of influencer marketing coming in the next few days, which we're pretty excited about. May have a big celebrity change his profile picture here soon. But Shroom Scouts was really just our way of like gamifying our guerrilla marketing. We're doing a treasure hunt. And so it's basically like these 5 badges that you can earn, and whoever earns all 5 badges first is going to win $50,000. And so from there, we're going to actually do like kind of how the Genesis Kongs did their Genesis collection with their DAO. Yeah. We're basically saying the first 150 people to win all 5 badges will get the ability to mint our ancient shrooms, and that's our Genesis collection governance for our DAO and our utility token. So we're really excited. I think it's a cool way to make it a game.
I'm still holding, baby. Looking forward to it. not selling diamond hands. All right, let's display some of this art over here.
Can you guys see that?
Yep.
All right, so these are just some samples of again. The quality is going to be a lot better. So he sent me 10,000, and we share Dropboxes because my dev's like 7 hours ahead of me. So in order for me to get 10,000 of these, he had to make the resolution on them a bit smaller.
So now we're looking at the apes, and so you got your skin, as you call it, the ape, and then.
Ooh. Yeah,
So can you tell us, like, on the traits on here? So you got eyes are different, head is different, mouth. You're muted, brother.
All right, sorry about that. Yeah, you're gonna have a head, set of hair, some type of headset, a set of eyes, a mouth, some clothing, and you have a chance to get a weapon. You may not get a weapon every single time, but that is and then obviously a different background.
Or weapon or wings, even. I saw one.
Yeah. Well, we consider the wings a weapon, but
nice.
So you got a little headset there. That's pretty basic one. That's definitely going to be a little bit of more of a rare one. Little kids don't do this, but you got the little finger hanging off the spear right there. A little bit of blood. There's your first look at the zombie. Little AirPod, little gas mask. There you go. This is gonna be the ones we're gonna vote on. Give me your best description, or what would you call this guy?
Okay, guys. So this is for the whitelist, guys. So this is number one. This is the first one we're doing the naming on.
Yeah, we'll do this one first.
Okay, so guys, are we gonna do one zombie? What are we gonna do? We're doing 4. So we're doing one zombie, or
we'll do two zombies, 2 gorillas.
Okay, guys. So this is zombie number 1. So come up with your best name for this zombie and leave it in the comments down below. Make sure you're subscribed. So you got to do that to win. And this is number 1. So go for it.
That's it.
Next, and then what else we got?
All right. So you got a little prison outfit with the gold skin and the tats, different colored eyes right there, little red blue. Got the little Jungle Freaks hoodie with the eye patch and the Cowboys.
That's a smart move.
Little scar eye, little puffy vest. Ooh, stitched mouth with some robot eyes and a Kobe high school jersey. R.I.P. Kobe.
It's dope.
Let me see. That one's cool.
I love the crown, dude.
Yeah, crown's dope. Now we picked it. Yeah, so this will be number 2.
Ooh,
the dark crown. Ooh,
with the bloody tux.
Mm-hmm. All right, guys. This is number 2. So we got zombie number 2 over here. Give zombie number 2 a name. Whitelist opportunity number 2 here. And guys, if you're for anyone watching this too, I guess you guys will pick winners. Let's say in 24 hours or so. So let's give people who aren't watching this live a chance to throw in some names as well.
Sure.
And we'll pick some winners in 24, 36 hours, something like that, and then contact you guys directly. But this is number 2. Dope. You're still muted.
It keeps throwing me on mute. I don't know why. I'll roll through these a little slow to give everybody a little taste of what you're. That's a cool list. I love this one. This one's Jordan. So this will be number 3.
All right, guys. This is number 3. So ape. This is ape number third opportunity for whitelist. Ape number 1. Give him a name and win a whitelist slot. And so for everyone watching, whitelist is basically closed already, right? Except for these opportunities.
Pretty much, unless I'm feeling generous and
for all purposes, unless you're super special doing something crazy. It's closed. This is opportunity again.
Definitely closed for sure. That's like maybe if I get a few drinks in me tomorrow night, I'll bless a few people. And then
you guys are in Philadelphia, right?
Yeah, we're in Philly.
Nice. All right, so we got some good names coming in. I'm really excited to read these comments later and see all the creative minds flowing. All right, let's keep moving.
This will be number 4.
Oh,
dope.
Looks rare.
Yeah, looks rare. Might be.
Looks super rare. And so this is number 4. Right, guys. This is number 4, guys. This is the 4th naming one. Ape number 2. looks like almost like a diamond skin here or something.
Yeah, it's we're calling it chrome. For now we're calling it chrome. We may play
Chrome.
I have seen people say diamond.
I think we just all have that crypto mentality of diamond hands and
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not a bad idea. All
right. So it's number 4 here.
I'll funnel through the rest of them just to give people an idea. Just take a look.
And what are how many skins you got? You got zombies, apes.
So we got 2 characters, 30 skins in total. Yeah, we got a lot. So this one's tatted. You can see the Ethereum neck tat.
Uh-huh.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I love zombies. So yeah, we got tatted zombies, ape the FN, hodl. I want to find one of that one's fire.
So if you got you said 2 characters and 30 skins?
Yeah, man.
So so a character would be you got zombies and apes, yep. And then what's a skin then? The actual skin?
Yeah, it's like the blue would be the skin,
Okay.
This like tan would be skin, all the just whatever like the flat base is if you popped off. That this blue is the skin. Ooh, the brain. That's a rare.
Because I guess the background included you don't have a lot of backgrounds other than a few of them, I guess.
Oh, your mic
keeps just muting me. I don't know what it's doing. Yeah, so we got like 10 just regular standard backgrounds, and then we'll have this jungle scene, and then two for each of them.
Nice. And I get this, and that's all. I mean, you guys can either one of you, either George's or Brett. Like, what's the process? Because I don't know. I've never done it before. How is it determined on which mint gets a rare? Is it totally random? And what do you have to tell the developers as far as like, okay, we're gonna have and do you kind of know the rarity as far as traits? Like, can you explain the process of how this kind of works for anyone who doesn't know, like myself?
Yeah. So for us, we sat down, had a long, hard conversation. We basically made five sections, like original, uncommon, rare, super rare, one other one, I forgot what it was. And you basically just put like the percentage distribution that you want. So for like our diamond bodies, we made it super rare, like 0.4%. And so you kind of just give them a range, and then when they generate it, it's like within a 0.5% threshold or whatever.
Yeah. It just comes down to, kind of, sometimes it's obvious. Sometimes, you might put a little, spin on it that maybe people wouldn't think would be rare, but, it's they have like a banana head that, or like a banana, like, kind of like headpiece. It's that I thought was kind of dope. It's, it's kind of, I guess, at the artist's discretion and, what you feel is rare. Some of them, like I said, are pretty obvious, the running, gold, diamond, whatever you want to call it, that's typically the rare ones, obviously. And then, you got the diamond grill, like the multicolor grill, all that stuff. But yeah, that was fun. And that was cool, kind of, creating the rarity and also getting back, to see the fruits of the labor has been fun, getting that folder filled with 10,000. I mean, it's a lot to go through, but it's like, holy, we did it. Like we did, we put together a really, really dope collection. And I think we definitely have upwards of like 230 traits. I mean, I know.
Wow.
That's definitely up there
Yeah, we had about 140, and it's definitely a subjective choice, but it's really cool to see like the people in the community that will start to like segment like 4T gang and how like the 9 traits and the 4Ts get really rare, or people that have like flower caps. That's like my favorite part about it, is like these little groups that pop up within the Discord after you met.
Yeah, we definitely did a lot, and my dad was like, geez, and we even threw a few away. Even towards the end of it, there was one trait I was like just looking at, and I was like, I hate that one. Like,
you should give that out. You should save if it's unwrinkle it and then give it out as a raffle or something. I think these are the cool. I think that's such a cool idea, man. All the original hand drawings. If you
that's the real NFT right there, really.
Yeah. We could talk about this offline another time. I'd love to chat with you guys about ways to continue to build the community afterwards. Like even just doing another line of like, imagine, I don't know. There's a lot of things that you could do to continue to keep it going. Even the car thing is sick, right? Have some of these zombies and apes riding in these cars or something like that would be dope. whatever. But I really love that the fact that this is hand drawn, and you guys, like you said, a stack of this to be, given away to even people that are great community members or whatever, but really rewarding the community for holding and having these and future incentives like for for years to come. Because, I can really see this being, like you said, a legendary kind of, line that leaves your legacy, Papa.
For sure. Yeah. We had, I feel like every day, like something new kind of crazy's happened. At least to me, it's crazy, from 2.5 weeks ago where, nobody knew who the hell we were or gave a crap who we were, other than the select, 200 OGs that were in my group chat for some reason in there thinking that this was going to be something, cool, which I thank them every day for doing that. It's very, seeing something in something that wasn't even there. But today we did an honorary piece for Vincent Van Gogh. He's got
no way. That's awesome.
You didn't see that one? Here, I'll show you that one. I'll share my screen.
While you get that ready, George Senior, what do you think of NFTs now? Have you got into them a bit now after?
I really have, and I see, because of my son, I've taken a step into the future that I never would have, and these artists that are using these methods are really thinking outside the box.
Yeah.
We lost him.
The
mic muted, and then we lose. Oh well, what a teaser.
He'll be back. Can you message him and just tell him they can come back in?
I see so much of like, it's so crazy how fast the NFT space moves, because like that's exactly where I was 2-3 weeks ago, and so I think he's in store for a lot of fun. It's really only just begun for him, so this is really cool.
Yeah. So tell me, so Brett, while we got just you on here for a minute, what else? So you're in line for Mechaverse tonight. What else you got? What? Not what particular projects, but maybe more trends. Is there any more kind of trends that you see coming up right now?
I've been obsessed with Immutable, man. Like I think that's 100% the future. I think the DAO trend, the treasure hunt trend that Alex Becker started, like we're gonna see a lot of those coming soon. And
it was actually something that I talked about way back when in my channel. I think when I first started covering NFTs was. This is why I think it's super interesting. I don't know if it'll take off, but cicadas, cicadas.finance were the first people the first NFTs to do this puzzle treasure hunt kind of thing, and I thought it was brilliant, And they still haven't sold out the mint, and I think it was just not marketing properly, But if they cut it off and they stop it, I think they sold about a quarter of the mint, so like 2,500. I think they should cut it off then, keep it going, and that those 2,500 be far more valuable than if they minted all 10,000.
Absolutely. The market just wasn't ready for it at the time. They were like way ahead of the curve.
Yeah. So maybe I think they should keep it, bring it back. But yeah, you're right. I saw Becker like troll some people who are now, copying the whole idea of the puzzle hunts. All right, George, you got you back on, man.
Yeah, man. So that's
that is sick.
Vincent Van Gogh with the
I love the rainbow skin.
Yeah, with what's the Fidenza?
Shit! Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Our take on the Fidenza, at least.
Yeah.
That's what I was getting at today. So yesterday we tweeted at, Vincent Van Gogh, and then my dad, said, made a comment about, Tyler Hobbs and like how insane his work was, and he followed back my dad and followed Jungle Freaks on Twitter today, and he made like a really nice comment, about my dad's artwork and how, his like, pencil or pen work was, mesmerizing. So
that's big, man. Congratulations.
A bunch of cool, a bunch of really cool shit's been going on.
It's only just begun, my friend.
Yeah, some of these are crazy, man.
Wait, what the? This is art. This is where is this? Wait a minute.
He's trying to buy it right
Sorry,
now.
hold on. Let me sell some shit coins first, so I can wait. Don't share this link yet.
Ooh.
Are these for sale already?
So they're honorary pieces. This one we did for Gainsey. My dad and Gainsey are like boys, which is weird. But yeah, Gainsey's the man, dude. He's a good ass dude. Here's one for DeesFi with the fractional logo. Like it's like his CryptoPunk basically, but like half man, half zombie. This one was for Trill, like his CryptoPunk, but Yeah, these go crazy though, man. We haven't released that one yet, so I won't really. But yeah, this is like the Cameron picture.
Nice.
This is Lil Moon Lambos. He wanted this one. But yeah, no, they're honoraries. It's completely up to them if they want to sell them. But some of the people have given their input on the project. None of them have asked for anything. They really, like I said, this is a family-run project. We don't have millions of dollars to pay these guys, or they didn't want percentages. I even offered Gainsey, the whitelist, and he was like, dude, I don't need that. Like, I'm looking out for you guys because I like your dad and I like his art, and people should see this, so I'm going to support this any way I can. And I was like, dude, that is
good people.
So cool of you, man.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what this space is amazing, man.
Yeah, George Senior, how do you feel, man? I mean, you've been doing, you did cartoon and art for one of the most popular adult magazines in the world for 30 years, and I can't imagine, correct me if I'm wrong, but I can't imagine you ever got the kind of notoriety or publicity or popularity that you've gotten in the past 3 weeks or something like that.
That's very true. That's very true. Yeah, it was cool. I worked with Larry Flint from the very beginning when he started the magazine, and what a great guy he was. And it was enjoyable to see what he chose out of a group of cartoons and what he didn't. And then you key off of that and try to send him more. He loved anti-political stuff. He hated Trump. Bushes he hated. So if you could come up with a good thing for that, he would remind you of it at the Christmas party. Of that particular cartoon was still in his head. And he really loved cartoonists, which I was very lucky that he liked that part of that magazine was the humor that he could display in the mag. Great guy.
He thought he almost got his ass fired one time at a Christmas party because he called his buddy Dan and impersonated Larry Flint on the phone.
He's another cartoonist.
God, you can tell.
And I called him up and he said hello, and I don't know what made me think of it, but I said to him, "Hey, this is Larry Flint. Your work sucks. You're fucking, I hate you. Don't send me any more of your shit." And he's slamming on, Mr. Flint, I send my best stuff. And I kept doing that until I couldn't stop laughing. And he recognized my voice laughing. And he was so mad at me that I did that to him. At the Christmas party, I get up to get Dan and I drinks. While I'm gone, he says to Larry, Charlesley does this great impersonation of you. You ought to ask him to do it for you when he comes back to the table. So I come back to the table, I give Dan this drink, and Larry goes, "I understand you do a pretty good damn impersonation of me." So I look at Dan. Dan won't look at me. He's just laughing his head, and I think, "Oh shit, what am I going to do?"
Karma.
I start to impersonate Larry, but I start saying the same thing. "I'm just going to fire the rest of the guys. Trosley's the one. He's the cartoonist. I'm just going to have his." And then Larry started laughing, and I got myself out of that. But boy, I think I poured a drink on him later on for doing that to me. But yeah, it's been a fun ride with Hustler Magazine.
But I mean, the thing I wanted to point out was just how strong how quickly and strong and furious like this NFT space is growing. It's I always make the analogy that it's very much mimicking the crypto cycle, where you kind of saw it back in 2000. It was started in 2017. Really, it's the idea of kind of non-fungible tokens. Maybe even a little bit before that, but kind of the art aspects of it started kind of in 2017. But the same slowness of adoption of kind of back Ethereum in 2015, or even Bitcoin, or like even colored coins back in like 2014, trying to make some innovation on Bitcoin. And then, and then it kind of came into this series of mania that we saw, but it's all accelerated much quicker. And now we even see, the NFT market far outperforming in transactions and volume than you do with transactions in the crypto network. It's going crazy, and the reason is because we're actually commanding attention of people who weren't interested in crypto before. People who are much more focused on communities, engagement, social media. We're attracting those celebrities who've got 20, 30, 40, 50 million followers on Instagram and Twitter, and then they're throwing up one of these things on as their profile pic, and everyone's like, what's that? You know, that's an NFT. And so this is exactly why, because a big influencer in crypto is someone who has, you know, 200, 300, 500,000, even backers got, you know, 750,000, whatever. And he wasn't even, you know, a lot of those were pre-crypto days, you know? So, but that's a small influencer in the Instagram world or whatever, you know? And so this is why it's exploding so much. But with that being said, George, that's why I was saying, like, you know, you're just getting started in this space, man, and you're already a celebrity.
You know, at first, the only way I could remember NFT was I kept thinking new for Trosley. Because I couldn't even remember that it was, what was it? NTF? What was it?
These are the early days when you know, my parents were probably thinking I was absolutely out of my mind.
I did.
Yeah, I can relate to that.
But he was so enthusiastic. I kept saying to my wife, I got to buy into this because he knows something here. This is going to be something big. And it is. Yeah. It has grown that quickly for us.
But again, you know, you look at the numbers now, and you know, people come into the Discord, and you know, they think it was like it's been like this since day one, and that couldn't be further from the truth, man. There were some, you know, times when you want to throw in like the towel a little bit. You're like, am I even going to hit like 100 people in the Discord? Like, am I crazy? Is this really gonna, like, are people really gonna like this? Are they gonna really, you know, rally behind this? Like, even in one interview, you know, somebody asked me, you know, when did the caps lock, you know, come into play? And like, I can't. Well, go ahead. What'd you say?
It was there when I came. I mean, I think I came in there like maybe 4,000.
Oh yeah, it was there for sure then.
Members, yeah, it was definitely there. Yeah.
I think when we cracked 1,000.
Oh.
I was just so excited, like, you know, for coming from like not being able to hit 100 and then dropping the website, and we go from like, you know, what felt like 0 to 1,000 people. You know, I'm like through the roof. I'm at like the bar on Friday night, like on my phone, like just jacked up
That's my life.
in the Discord, because I'm like so excited. I'm like, this isn't like this is happening. Like, I'm not gonna lay up the gas now. And then from there, like, it just went. I just refused to lay off, and just, you know, the all caps, no cap, just like, you know, that became like a saying in the Discord. You know, people started doing that, and just people were just, you know, yeah, like a battle chant what was going on. The like people were in the chat, you know, there it is on the side, true, caps lock,
They're representing.
Yeah, I mean, it became like, you know, a living, breathing jungle. Like you were in there, and like people, you know, like I said, DM me on the side, and they're like, dude, thank you so much for starting this community. You know, like I feel like I'm a part of something now. Like, that is so cool to me. Like, you know, just things like that, getting those messages just like make me want. That's why I get up early, you know, before work, get on there, you know, during work, but I probably shouldn't be. I'm on the Discord, you know, because like they're going nuts on the side. It's like, it's become like a thing. It's wild, man. And it's so much fun. It's, you know, the community's great. They're all awesome people. You know, even this morning when I was dishing out some whitelists to some level 10 people, you know, people were like, congratulations that weren't whitelist, you know, congratulations, man. You know, I know I'm going to get there. And like, that's cool shit to me. Like, I think that's awesome. You know, it's people have each other's backs, and they're, you know, because they had my back, they have my back. And I think that's important.
So were you into, so what did you get in NFTs originally? And like, yeah.
I mean, the first NFT that I remember seeing, or, you know, was the NBA Top Shot. And I specifically remember seeing the tweet. It was like, just bought a James Harden JPEG for like $7,000 or something, or like or an MP4 for $7,000. And like my wife thinks I'm crazy. And then like a day later, I saw the same guy tweet it out. He's like, and then I just sold it for $15,000. She's like, and he's like, I bet my girlfriend's not gonna, or my wife or whatever is not gonna think I'm crazy when I'm buying her a new Chanel bag with the profits. Am I? You know, it's like something like that. And I was like, this is crazy. Like, they're MP4s, like they're just YouTube clips. Like, I couldn't even wrap my head around it. I didn't, you know, see like the, you know, the value in them. And then of course, you know, that went to the moon. And, you know, a lot of my friends, one of my close friends actually started Own the Moment. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that. They just released the first, this isn't a plug for him, but the first fantasy NFT. They sold 20,000 packs or 10,000 packs in like 5 minutes. They had like, I forget who does Red Zone on Sundays. Scott Hansen. He like jumped on and did like a little video. Like, they're big.
Cool.
like they're big time. And like he quit his job at corporate America and went and like followed this. And I was on a bachelor party with him, I think probably about a week before I made the phone call. And I was like a little tuned up, but I was like all in. Like I was like in his face, and I was like, dude, I will quit my job right now and come work for you. Like I swear, like I'll learn JavaScript. I'll learn, like, you know, I'm in. Like he's like, damn, man. And then like, you know, a week later, I called him and told him I was doing this. And then, you know, along the way, I've been giving him updates, and he's like, holy shit, dude. Like how did you do this? Like you grew this in like 2.5, and like, it was just pure, you know, obviously my dad's artwork. That's the main carrier. Like without him, you know, I would have nothing. But you know, with that, you know, I just laid on the gas, man. It was just refused to lose, refused to stop, refused to, you know, give up until we had, you know, the goal was 10K. I remember we were at 100, and I looked at my roommate, and he was like, so what's the goal in the Discord? Like to have like a decent like launch. I was like, probably like 10K. And like, you know, looking back now, I mean, I don't know where we're at, but I saw people saying
30,000.
Shut up. We hit it.
Yeah.
Wow.
20, almost.
Oh, okay.
29,200 right now.
There you go, right there.
Yeah.
Oh,
It'll be give it another hour, man. You'll be there.
that's so dope, man. See, like that's, you know, 30 times in like 2 weeks, man. There's been like so many times I'm driving over here like tearing up just because like, you know, what's going on, and like, you know, what's this could. My dad still mows the lawn, cuts the hedge. He's 74 years old. Shouldn't be doing that shit. Like, wow, you know, he should be retired. And this is, you know, I told him, I was like, if this goes well, you're not done. We know you can quit everything else, but we're gonna, we're doing this. Like, you know, we got to give these people more. They're gonna want more. We got.
This is it, man. You guys found it, and it's a family business. This is what I love about it. You know, this is what, like, anybody's watching this. Like, this is as good as it gets, man. As far as true heart, passion, the fact that you're tearing up on your way to work, like, you know, the community is growing strong. This is what you need to pay attention to as an investor, as a collector, as community. It's family, it's desire, it's forward thinking. You guys got it all, man. I have to wrap this up, but you guys, it's been amazing, and it's so good to have you on to get to know the guys behind this legendary collection coming up. It really sealed the deal for me to get to hear you guys talk about what you're building and know that there's so much heart and passion behind it. I'm all in. I promise you, anyone else that's watching this is all in. Pops, you're never mowing the lawn again, man. You're done with that. Your job is to draw for us. That's it. Thank you guys for coming on, man. It's been amazing. Brett, it's always a pleasure, man. Resident Brett, thank you so much. George, you guys rock. Thanks for everything, guys.
Thank you so much.
Have a wonderful night.
You guys. Have a good one. Appreciate you, Kyle.
Peace. See you guys.